Good morning, children. So let's start another chapter, that is chapter number 9, Financial Management. Student, before starting the topic from this chapter, Financial Management, let's discuss how this term has come and what was the reason to have this chapter, Financial Management, in your class 12 business study. Now, in business study, as we discuss about the different concept, principles, and the another methods of doing business, the same thing very important is how we can start a business. What are the basic thing which we require to start a business? Now everybody know that for starting a business we required money. We cannot imagine to start a business without money, right? So money in term of business is called as finance, right? Now suppose we have money, we have finance in our business, so we can easily start it, right? But suppose if we, after having the enough finance in our business, if we are not getting profit, what can be the reason behind that? The very important reason behind that can be that the finance which we have in our business, we are not managing that finance in, or we are not utilizing that finance in proper way. So that is the need, or there we have a need of reading this chapter so that the finance of the business can be utilized properly. And the process of utilizing the finance of a business in an effective or efficient way is called as financial management. So here we reach to our chapter Financial Management, where we will be discussing about that how the finance of a business can be managed in such a way by which we can able to get more and more profit, right? So let's start the chapter Financial Management. Now student, if we talk about financial management, now we have already read about the five principle or the five function of management, where we have done about planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. All these things need money. All these things need finance, right? Without finance, nothing can be possible, right? So we have to understand that finance is the blood for any business. The finance is the backbone of any business. Without finance, no business can be started and no business can be run. Now let's start the definition of business finance. Now what is business finance? Now in normal term we say it money, right? So a money which is required for carrying out the business activity is called as business finance. Means money जो कि हम ज़रूरत होती है हमें business में, a money which we require into any business enterprise for carrying out the lots of activity into a business is called as business finance. Like if we started a business, we need to give salary, we need to give wages, we need to purchase raw material on the daily basis, we need to do lots of things. So these are what? These are lots of activity which we require to conduct our business. So for this we required money. So definition say for business finance is that the money required for carrying out business activity is called as business finance. And children, all the business activity required money. It means all the business activities required some finance, that is called as business finance. Now business finance is needed to set up a business, to start a business, to run that business. In case there are lots of changes, because business is working into a dynamic field, time to time changes occur. So to work in this cutthroat competition world, we need to modernize it. For that we require business. We need to expand it. For that we require business. So this is what. So there are, these all are the different activity which day to day we have to conduct, time to time we have to conduct in our business. So for all those things we require business finance. Now if we are purchasing any assets For that also we require business finance. Now assets means we are talking about tangible thing like machinery. We are purchasing of factories, building, offices. For all those tangible things we require finance. And even for the intangible things which are very important for a business, for that also we require finance. That is trademark, patent, technical experts. So what is this? This is just saying us the importance of business finance. So by it should be clear to you that for carrying out the different business activity, the money which required is called as business finance. Right. Now when we talk about business finance, we have some money in our business, right? But if we don't have a smart manager, especially the finance manager, who can able to use that money in a proper way, that money is going to be wasted. So it is very important to have a person, to have that type of institution or organization who is very serious about managing the finance of a business. Because if the finance of a business will not manage properly, the business is going to get losses into the future. So we are going to start the another term, that is financial management. Now the before starting this, let's discuss that from where the finance come. Now whenever we start any business, students, most of the time there are certain organization or there are certain enterprise who use their own money as a form of investment to start a business, right? And there are certain way they need to take debt from other. We can understand the word debt as a form of loan, right? So it basically say if we are starting a business by taking loan from some way, means by the way of debt as a form of source. In that case what we need to do, we need to return that debt as plus interest amount also. So and if we are starting a business by investing our own money, in that case we need to take dividend amount, means the amount of profit. So we can say whenever finance is arranged for the business, it always has some cost. If we are arranging the finance from debt by taking debt from outside people, its cost is what? It cost will be the interest amount, right? If we are arranging finance for starting a business by from owner only, it cost will be what? It cost will be the dividend amount which we will be paying to the owner. So always finance come with some cost. That cost can be interest, that cost can be dividend amount, but sources of finance has to be paid out certain amount. Now it is very important for any enterprise to be very careful at the time of selecting the sources of finance. Sources of finance means from where, if we require certain finance to start a business, from where we can able to get the different sources by which we will be able, the different method, the different way from where we will be able to get the finance will be called as the sources of finance. Now at the time of selecting the sources of finance, a manager or enterprise has to be very careful that he has to select that sources which will be less costly for him and where the risk will be less associated. Now I can just give you example of less cost. Suppose I need to start a business, right? I have money, I have finance with me, but I don't have that much money by which I can start the business. So I will require certain money. For that I have two choices, right? Either I'll tell another person to purchase the share of my company and become a shareholder. It means where he is the owner of a company and is going to invest his own money also, right? And the second option is that I can easily take debt or loan from somebody else. So these are the two different way by which I can arrange finance for my business, right? So these two ways will be called as sources of business finance or sources of finance, यानी जहाँ से मैं finance को arrange कर रही हूँ, right? Now what will be the cost of these sources? If I am arranging money for my business by taking loan, so in that I have to return that loan also with a particular interest amount also. So this interest amount will be call as the cost of my source of debt, right? If I am telling going through with the another source, that is the somebody else is going to purchase the share of my business, and then he will also become the owner. We are going to share out the ownership now, right? So in that case, what will be the cost of this source? The cost of this source will be the dividend amount, means the amount, the remaining amount of a business after the profit, right? Which we are going to now share with that person also. So this is called as a cost of a finance. So it's very important for any enterprise to be very careful at the time of borrowing the money for business. He should check that where he should compare that which method, which source will be less costly for him, and in which source there will be less risk. Now suppose if we go through with the debts, right? The debt is always called as risky, more risky in comparison to investing our own money as a form of shareholders. Why? Because if we are following or if we are not getting profit, it's not necessary for us to pay out our shareholder who are the owner, right? But whether your business get profit or loss, you need to pay out money to the debtors, right? So that is the reason we say that taking debt is more risky. Now when we talk about the cost, which is more costly, definitely the debt is costly, but here you have to think about one more thing, that if we get more profit, right? So in that case we have to share out that profit if you are not choosing the option of debts. So what is financial management? This all we are going to read here in the financial management. It means managing the finance. Managing the finance in a business is called as financial management. Now managing the finance use two terms here. Managing the finance say that procurement of finance, and after the procurement of finance, then utilization of finance. These are the two terms which define financial management. It means financial management is basically a process of procuring the finance which is needed into the business, and after the procurement it is also as well as the uses of finance. It means how we have received the finance, by which sources we have get finance for our business, and once we got finance for our business, how we have utilized that finance is called as a process of financial management. So the formal definition say here is financial management is concerned with optimum procurement as well as the uses of finance, right? Optimal procurement means, as we already discussed, means where we have to compare the sources, which sources will be less costly and less risk, and uses means we have to use our finance in such a way that we can able to get more and more profit. So this whole process of procuring the finance and utilizing that in a such a way by which we can get more profit is called as financial management. In simple term we can say that managing the finance of business in effectively or efficiently can be known as financial management. This is the simple way of defining financial management. Now we will be reading about the importance of financial management. It means if any business enterprise who is managing the financial of its business in a proper way, any business enterprise whose finance is managed optimally, what are the different advantage they are going to give it to the enterprise. So these are the different examples or the advantage if the finance of a business is maintained properly. The first is the size and the composition of fixed assets of the business. It means if a business finance is managed properly, the role of financial management cannot be overemphasized since it has a direct bearing on financial health of a business. It means financial management we cannot avoid, because the way we manage the finance in our business, it directly affect the financial health of a business also. Now financial health, how we are able to know that what is the financial condition of our business? For that we require financial statement. Financial statement basically means like example of your balance sheet, that is also one of the financial statement, your profit and loss account, this is what the balance sheet and the profit and loss account. Basically it reflect the financial position of or the financial health of any business. If we want to see that this business is going on profit or loss, we can just check the balance sheet and profit and loss of account, right? So just to see the profit and loss position, just to see the financial position or financial health of a business, we need to go through with the financial statement. Now all item in the financial statement of a business are affected directly or indirectly through some financial management decision. It means whatever items we kept into our financial statement, either it was in balance sheet or in profit and loss account, these all items affect directly or indirectly by financial management decision. यानी financial management का जो decision होता है, how we are managing the finance, that decision affect our financial statement also. The item which we are keeping into the financial statement of balance sheet and profit and loss account, these all are directly or indirectly affected by the financial management decision. Now how we can say, what are the different example of this? Now suppose the decision of financial management has been taken that the size and the composition of fixed assets of a business will be increased. Suppose the finance which we have in our business, for that the owner has take the decision that we will be using that finance for increasing the size and composition of fixed assets of business, right? So what will happen here? Now it's, for example, a capital budgeting decision to invest a sum of 100 crores in fixed asset would raise the size of fixed assets block by this amount. It means बैलेंस शीट में जो आपका फिक्स एसेट्स का साइड होगा वो क्या हो जाएगा, फिर आपका इंक्रीज हो जाएगा. सो व्हाट हैपेंड, एक डिसीजन हुआ यहाँ पे फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट का कि फिक्स एसेट्स को हमें इंक्रीज करना है 100 करोड़ से, राइट? तो कैपिटल बजटिंग का डिसीजन जो हुआ यहाँ पे, उसने कहाँ पे इफेक्ट कर दिया है? दिस हैज़ अफेक्टेड द बैलेंस शीट ऑफ फिक्स एसेट्स, राइट? नेक्स्ट इज द क्वांटम ऑफ करेंट एसेट्स and its breakup into cash, inventory and receivable. Now this is very clear that if there will be changes into the quantum of fixed assets, अगर fixed asset change होते हैं, if the financial mismanagement has been done, any financial management decision has been taken to increase the fixed assets of a business, it's directly going to affect the current asset status also. Like if increase in the investment in fixed assets, there is a commensurate increase in the working capital requirement also. अगर कहीं पे फिक्स एसेट इंक्रीज होती है तो आपकी जो डे टू डे की वर्किंग कैपिटल होती है उसकी ज़रूरत क्या हो जाती है बिजनेस में, वो भी इंक्रीज हो जाती है. सो दिस इज़ व्हाट द फाइनेंशियल डिसीजन जो आपने लिया टू इंक्रीज द फिक्स एसेट्स, उसने क्या कर दिया, करंट एसेट्स की डिमांड को भी इंक्रीज कर दिया, right? Next is the amount of long term and short term fund to be used. Now if financial management we have taken a decision of that how much long term and how much short term funds we will use, this will again affect your financial statement of profit and loss also. How financial management among others involve decision about the proportion of long term and short term fund. An organization wanting to have more liquid assets would raise relatively more amount on a long term basis, and there is a choice between liquidity and profitability. The underlying assumption here is that the current liability costs less than the long term liabilities. This basically say that the amount of long term and short term funds to be used in such a way that if we want more liquidity in our business, then in that case we have to go through with long term sources, right? Liquidity basically means where we can easily convert the assets in a form of money. तो अगर हमें अपने बिजनेस में लॉन्ग टर्म में लिक्विडिटी चाहिए, यानी हमें अपने बिजनेस में अगर मोर लिक्विडिटी चाहिए, हम एसेट्स को ईजिली कन्वर्ट कर सके मनी में, इस तरह से चाहिए, तो हम क्या करेंगे, वी विल बी इन्वेस्टिंग इनटू अ लॉन्ग टर्म फंड्स. सो दिस इज अगेन गोइंग टू अफेक्ट योर बैलेंस शीट एंड योर फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट. Next is breakup of long-term financing into debt, equity, etc. Now, of the total long-term finance, the proportion to be used raised by way of debt or equity is also financial management decision. The amount of debt, equity, share capital, preferential share capital affected by the financial decision which is a part of financial management. Now this say that breakup of long-term financing into debt or equity. if a financial management, a decision has been taken out, they have to take out a decision that which source they will be using for arranging finance for business, whether they will go for debt, for they will take loan, or they will go for equity where they have to share out their share of a business. So both the things are going to affect the financial condition, or both the things are going to affect the financial position of your business. Next is all item in the profit and loss account. Now, like what type of items we have in profit and loss account, this you have read in your account also, like interest, expenses, depreciation, these all are the different items which we use to show in our profit and loss account. In case there will be high amount of debt, means higher interest expenses in future. अगर आपने डेप्ट से एक सोर्स को यूज़ किया है फाइनेंस को अरेंज करने के लिए, इसका मतलब फ्यूचर में आपको क्या होगा, आपको हाई इंटरेस्ट अमाउंट पे करनी पड़ेगी. सिमिलरली इन केस ऑफ हाई इक्विटी, द हायर पेमेंट ऑफ डिविडेंड. इन केस आपने सोर्स रखा इक्विटी को, इट मीन्स हमने शेयर्स को शेयर करने के बाद में फाइनेंस को अरेंज किया है, इन दैट केस हमें क्या पे करना पड़ेगा, शेयर होल्डर्स को डिविडेंड पे करना पड़ेगा. सो दिस इज व्हाट in expansion of business, which is result of capital budgeting decision, is likely to affect virtually all item in the profit and loss account in the business. It means this is completely a financial decision. If we use debt, it's going to affect your interest amount, which is going to affect profit and loss account. If you use the, if you don't use the debt and we go through with the option of shares, right, in that case what will happen, we have to pay out a high dividend amount. So what is going to happen in both the decision cases, the profit and loss account is going to be affected. So this is what we have done here. So we can say that financial statement of a business are largely determined by the financial management decision taken early. It means जो financial statement होता है हमारे business का, like balance sheet is a financial statement, like your profit and loss is a financial statement. These all things are completely dependent on the decision which was taken in financial management before also and currently also. That is the reason it was said that a good financial management aim is mobilizing of financial resources at a lower cost and deployment of these in a most proper activities. It means if we have money, if we have finance in with us in our business, it become our responsibility to mobilize that finance or financial resources in such a way that we have to go through with the source where we have a lower cost, and using that in such a way where we can achieve more and more profit. Student, this was all about today's video. In the next video, we will be talking about the objective of financial management.